Kevin kept his eyes on Amara, breaking the silence, as he asked if she had come to mock him. He stated that he couldn't believe she was okay with what Liwei was doing, and that he was really disappointed in her for choosing to stay with someone like that when all the evidence was there that he was a bad person. Amara, still looking at him, felt her heart ache at the state he was in. Moving closer, she told him that everything he was seeing was not what he thought, and that Liwei was not a bad person like he believed. She explained that what he was doing was justified. Kevin laughed a bit, clearly surprised, and asked what exactly Liwei was doing to her for her to be so completely brainwashed. He added that he wasn't buying the whole story about someone turning on the gas and blowing up his family. Amara tried to plead with him, explaining that if he had read about Liwei and his family, he would understand what had happened, and that Liwei had investigated the whole issue, which was why he had the man in the cage. She reminded him that going to the police with the USB would have ruined everything he had been working on. She pleaded with him to understand that Liwei didn't want to hurt him. He simply wanted to give him a second chance. If Kevin truly cared about his future, his dream of becoming a doctor and helping his mother and little sister, he shouldn't be so stubborn and risk losing everything. She added that Liwei was offering him a fair deal, that Africa had excellent universities, and that he could still continue his education and stay away from all this chaos. Kevin listened to her, hearing the reason in her words. Amara continued, moving closer, her voice soft but firm, telling him that even though things had been rocky between them, she still considered him a friend, and that was why she was trying to help him. She reminded him that his stubbornness had put Liwei and Master Shen in a difficult position because they wouldn't let him go, fearing he knew too much. Calling his name, she urged him to please consider her words. Kevin broke the silence, asking if she knew why he was doing all this. Amara shook her head. Kevin explained that he was doing it for her, that it had always been for her. He admitted that he knew he had messed up when he let May and James use him, but once he realized she was a good person, he terminated the plan. He told her that he loved her, and that from the very first moment at the interview, he had known she was the one he wanted a life and a future with. All his efforts to show her that Liwei was a bad person were because he deeply cared about her and wanted to protect her from dangerous people like Liwei. Amara remained silent, sensing the pain in his voice and the near-tearful look in his eyes.